I know I've been really profoundly affected by suicide loss.
Part of what I think we're battling is the limits that are being placed on conversing about this way of dying.
I haven't experienced a personal suicide loss myself, just kind of being there in the moment with other people. And it's like this is a loss we don't know how to talk about.
I have the same grief reactions that people have when they lose family members. You see them across a crowded room, or you forget for a second and expect that you're going to be able to see them again. Those kinds of things. They come into my dreams, they come into my thoughts. And I don't know any other way but to just allow that to be true.
You just allow that feeling to be there because it's part of you being human. Learning to be compassionate towards myself, that's been a really important element of the experience.
That compassion for ourselves, I think, also can translate into compassion for our peers when we see them going through that too.
The idea that being personally touched by a suicide calls into question our objectivity or our efficacy as therapists, because it's most of us.
I think working with patients has actually been very healing for me, because my inclination right after a loss like that is to pull back clinically. It's what I want, but it's not what I need. And if I can push through that fear and those feelings and connect with a person, and that's actually really been the reason that I can continue to do this.
Yeah, and then I just think talking about it, having that safe colleague or friend that you can just show all your messiness to and know that you won't be judged. And that has been the most helpful thing for me.
But yeah, certainly I think some of the things that really have stood out, like trusted, safe colleagues or people in my personal life, have been enormously helpful. But I think there is this balance between sort of going outward and going inward, sort of having some exterior support, but also room for things like reflecting or writing has been helpful to me in processing experience, but still also acknowledging this is such an ongoing journey.
Yeah.
And I'm still kind of figuring it out.
Me too.
Yeah.
Although the journey after losing a patient to suicide may look different for each provider, it is important for providers to give themselves the permission to experience the personal and professional impacts from the loss. The Provider section for Uniting for Suicide Postvention offers resources designed specifically for providers who've experienced a suicide loss. Please visit USPV today for support and to learn more about healing after suicide.